Hi, everyone. Welcome to another wonderful live episode. We are so excited to see you. We have a poll going up right now. Would you rather have the ability to see 10 minutes into the future or 150 years into the future? So there's no in between. It's either 10 minutes or 150. I guess a lot of people are leaning more. I thought a lot of people are going to lean more to 10 minutes into the future because, like stock trading and stuff. But I think it would be really cool to see what the future would look like in 150 years. So put your votes in. But today I'm here with my wonderful friend and a super intelligent mastermind behind all of the amazing templates, Melody. Hi, Melody.
Hello, hi everyone. It's the first
Melody, did
time we
you
see
get?
everyone in 2024. Yeah,
Yes, happy 2024. It's end of January already.
already end of January. Yes.
But it's so nice to see you, Melody. And I also see that you might have gotten a new haircut.
Yeah, exactly. I went to New York for my Christmas, and I mean, I have like a really there is like a Japanese salon. I really like it. Did my haircut for the past 5 years. Yeah.
Wow, that is so incredible. Wait, you gotta let us know in your secret Japanese salon because your hair looks
Sure.
so cute. So I want to know which salon you go to, and the new hairstyle suits you 100%.
Thank you. Yeah, I will try to add in our comments there, like my hair salon address. Yeah.
I see MA3 designer, I see Wanda, I see Michael. Guys, thank you for coming today. I also see Miguel with the phone emoji rocking the chat right now. I want to know which option you guys chose. So if you have an opinion, a strong opinion about why you chose 150 years in the future, let me know in the comments. Convince me. Melody, if you had the ability to see either 10 minutes into the future or 150 years into the future, what would you do?
I think 10 minutes actually.
Really? Why?
Yeah,
Why?
yeah.
Why?
Because I don't think I can live that long.
Yeah, 150 years, I'm never gonna actually be able to live that life, so I guess there's like a discrepancy, but I'm also like a very naturally curious person, and maybe I'll like go to the future and take the technologies and then like tell people that I invented it, like, hey, in the future there's going to be hovercrafts and we are going to have unlimited energy, and I don't know, maybe I'll set my family for success buying up all those stocks for the future. I don't know.
What if you find that like 100 years later, the dinosaurs just come back and all the human beings gone? What
No,
do you think about
Melody.
that?
Oh my gosh, I haven't even thought of that. I just see
Probably.
into the grim future. Oh, I guess then it's YOLO life for me. You only live once. Yeah, I want to know why you guys chose the option. So please let me know. But today's template, actually the face mosaic template, kind of reminds me of this question, like your faces in all of these little squares, they pop up, it's animated, it looks super super cool. And that's what I thought of this question because like when you watch like a Marvel movie and then you see like Doctor Strange and he's looking at all of these like multiverses to see
Mm,
the most optimal outcome. That's what this face mosaic template kind of reminded me of. So, Melody, can you tell us a little bit more about the template today?
sure, definitely. So the original idea of this one is, I hope everyone, if you still like rem- remember, like we have a seasonal theme template, and we introduced that before, I think in like a few previous episode.
Yes.
So this one, yeah, the seasonal thing and floating 3D objects.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so we introduced about like these two templates, and that is how we use the material instance to create this like a particle effects there, right? So actually, it's just to use like a one material based on like the similar object, but you created a lot of copy, which we call it like an instance, to create this like simulate these particle effects, and based on that we have some corporations and also brainstorm with our designer and that comes out like this cool face mosaic effect. So even like the
Oh,
outlook looks pretty different, but the core logic behind it, it's pretty similar. It's using the same like technical solutions behind these two templates there. Yeah.
wow, I didn't even realize that it was using the instance object. I guess it makes so much sense because there's so many different planes that being able to use the instance feature would really lower your megabytes. That's a really good call out, Melody. I love the comment that Kel sent. Says 150 years into the future, gonna steal future effect that future Kel is going to make. Oh my gosh, that's such an incredible idea. Actually, I heard that the Apple VR headset is coming out, and I can't wait to see like how people integrate that into their AR and VR workflow. I feel like it's gonna be a whole new world. So I'm also super excited to see what you guys make. Maybe we have some effects that are inspired by the Apple VR headset, but I would definitely like to go to the future, see how I did, like maybe read a bibliography and be like, okay, that is the decision I made. That's a really good input, Cal. I haven't thought about that. Okay. Without further ado, let's go straight to the template.
Sure, sure. Actually, Celine, I'm thinking maybe we can have like a challenge to use effect and
Ooh,
trying to describe the word you can think for 100 years later. Yeah, maybe we can.
wow. That is a really good mini challenge for the lives. Guys, if you do this and publish it to the Effect House live Discord channel, I will 100% show it in the stream. So make sure to definitely like come up with an effect and share it. I promise right here that I'm going to make an effect for it and put it in the live channel. So let's all do it together. Okay, moving to melody.
Okay, thank you, Celine. Yeah. Uh, so, I mean, personally, I'm super proud of like this face mosaic as well as the seasonal theme projects we made. And after we finished that, I just want to show like the video I personally take. I mean, this is like when I take it when I like traveling to Los Angeles. I mean, it's pretty like a sunny day, so I just use this like effect and making this video. Feel myself super cool with it. Yeah.
Yes, you're rocking it, Melody. You look so good, just under the sun, looking so all the
So actually for this one, we finished like a couple months like ago. Because like have you noticed we have the new cover image on our homepage? So we trying to like a batch of them and then release at the time. So I hope like everyone will notice the new design on our homepage. Yeah, that is the reason.
um, everybody go check.
Sure, sure. Yeah, of our lovely August, the mouse here. Yeah. Cool. Okay. So before I go deep inside the face, I think like we can open this seasonal just trying to like record the logically. So, I mean, if you haven't like watched the previous episode of the ceiling, so this is the template we use. This is the one we to the common use like seasonal theme. And even you see like we have flower petal, the autumn leaves, snakes. It's actually all based on the one material or like the one similar material. So the structure is always the similar. So you see, we have a main controller to control the colors of the effect, and then we have like several blocks control the rotate, the scale, and the position of all the instance there. So, for example, use the example here. You probably don't need to like go deep into the material like graph settings here. Just trying to track all the parameters from the back. So if I reset everything, let me see so this everything from this like one areas piece is like a like the we will increase this number like we just trying to offer this standard date in this system, and this is like a total number is so to increase it like change the number here, yeah, and then if we so try to create Too fast. So you see, if I increase the column like a row number in the scene part, in the scene here, you can see it's just like a form a larger like a grid in there. Yeah, and you can also increase the. So you see, so for now, this one is like a 12 by 12 grid, right? So if I increased it like a 20 by 20, in here you can see actually the grid has been like enlarged or scaled up, and you can also like tweak the space between each piece, and you could also move the position of it. Yeah, so now it's like a really like a form grid, and if you wanted trying to create some chaos or like some noise motions to it, trying to play with all the parameters here. Okay, I'm gonna use my face here. So, and for this one, the cool part of this is, you see we use our face, like the camera input as the texture for each piece, right? Previously, we're using like a snowflake or used the flower petal for each square for each piece, but now we're using like the camera texture as the real-time input for each piece. So that's why it created this effect. And the cool thing about that is if I move my face, did you see there is some delay?
Yes, there is a delay.
Yeah, yeah. So it's trying to create a little bit like a dramatic effect. Like it won't always follow you, but have some little bit delay for some of the pieces there. Yeah, that's a pretty
Wow.
like art experiment or like a showcase. Yeah, but like we wanted to introduce this one because like as I mentioned, it's all based on the same like a material. So for example, if I go to the Face Mosaic, you can see like all the parameters here is similar as the seasonal thing. What we changed is just about the input texture, the appearance. So previously it's about like a petal or snowflake, but now we change it to the like a segmentation texture, the render texture. So it's always take the segmentation part, and it's updated in real time. So this is like a great like a use case of the material instance. And okay, so let me show you like for the scale and the position part, how can we customize it? So for the scale, actually it's about the size of each piece. So I can try to decrease it. So you see the each piece size is being scaled down. Yeah, so this is the parameter you can control the size for each piece. And the scale noise, which means like if you decrease it to 0, so every piece should be the similar size, or be the same size.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah. But if you like increase the noise parameter, so for the pieces, the size will be variated from each other. Yeah.
Melody, I know we're currently using like a flat plane
Mm-hmm.
for the shape of the instances, but I think if we use like some kind of like spear or other things, it will kind of looks like, have you ever looked at a zoomed in photo of a bug's eye and then it just looks
Oh,
like different layers? I think it would look like that.
yeah, yeah, that could be awesome. Let me try. Actually, I'm not sure if that's because this is 2D. So let me try to see if that works. Okay. So here, this. Okay. I probably need like a circle texture there and trying to see that. Let me try to quickly make like a circle texture and see if we can do that. Wait 1 second. What is
Also, while we are waiting, I know that we had a slight technical difficulty reconnecting, but just refresh the page. And thank you for joining us. But to do a little recap of what Melody showed us like how you can create an instance into like a grid, and then by adding things like noise or variety, like you can see how the different how to generate like these kind of layer depth or things with different sizes. Right after this live, I'll go and edit the video so you guys will be able to catch up. But if you guys have any specific questions, ask Melody and we can demonstrate the process to you as well.
Sure.
Yeah, but thanks for joining, Abraham. Very nice to see you. Kel is saying, "Yo, that would be too funny. Effect name Bug Lens." I think that would also be super funny. I for have you guys ever seen a close up of like a bug's eye? Let me show you guys. I heard that they also have a very different perspective of how they see the world compared to we see the world. Also, they're able to see in
Oh,
higher spectrum. Wow, Melody,
just to
that's so
make a quick example, it probably is something need to polish, but I think it works. Oh my
cool.
God, Celine, you always generate brilliant ideas, actually. Yeah.
Thank you so much. You know what that also reminds me of? It looks like when you have a bread with olive oil and balsamic dressing.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, you know what? So you see, like all the spheres actually they are like detracted from each other. So what we can do is trying to make them closer and scale up a little bit. So that will
Oh,
make it a little bit more creepy. Wow.
wow. Oh my gosh, Melody, you have like 10 eyes.
You know what? We can increase that number. So now it's like 24.
Oh
So
my
we
god.
will increase that. Oh my God. I feel like people maybe got feel like a little bit this effect, like a little bit gross
Oh my
effect.
god. But the thing is, guys, like if you do this with any other stuff, it will overload your effect because there's too many like objects. But because we're using instances, you can literally add like 100 circles in there, and the performance of it would be the same.
Yeah, yeah, that is the beauty of material instance, as what Celine mentioned. So, I mean, previously you probably need to duplicate the
Wow.
sphere that, But with material instance, you just need like a one object and assign that material. And that's boom, everything happened like that.
Oh, people
So,
are coming up with a really awesome ideas as well. They're saying you could even take set the snapshots for when a user collides with the frame. So if you go like out of this box or make it a different color. So that's really
mm,
awesome. Kel is asking another great question. Is there a way to make it focus on the eyes alone? Do you think maybe we can take the footage from face inset?
yeah, so actually with like changing the parameters here, that's what we can do. So let me show you. So for example, for the UV scale, it's about like the scale. So actually it's we're trying to, for each pieces, it we're trying to focus on that area. You see? But if you
Oh.
drop down this one, so you see like my whole face is on each piece. But if you scale up, so it will only focus on part of it.
Oh, okay, that's fantastic. Wait, but guys, do you know about the Studio Ghibli film Ponyo and how there are baby ponyos that are all locked into like these air bubble thingies? And that is what Melody reminded me of just now when she put herself into little bubbles. Yes,
Like
exactly.
this
Let me
one,
show you the photo. It's kind of like this.
we trying to
Oh,
scale down a little bit more. Okay. Okay. So did you see there's a little bit like a stretch on the shoulder? That's because we only like are trying to put the segmentation part into each circle. And for the shoulder, if it is not like a not enough, and that's why it's a little bit stretched there. So usually we suggest it to like go 1-1. So yeah, it's perfectly matching. Yeah.
oh.
And another parameter you can try will be the UV space. So for this one, what does of this one? Let me just make a dramatic things there. So what does for this one is this UV scale, the first parameter is trying to control the scale for each piece. But for the UV space is actually the scale for the whole canvas. Um, okay, let me just trying to make it more. So you see, if I scale like a decrease the UV space, it will form the like all the whole things will just form like a how do you say, uh, the whole face will be like a more concentrated to the whole like a canvas there. But if you increase that number, your whole face will be like a be oh sorry, let me did I introduce it the opposite way? Yeah, yeah. So if you decrease the number, your face will be like a distract from like the whole canvas. But if you increase it, it will be more focused on the center. So this the first UV scale is control each piece of the like the mirror. But you can think about the whole circles as one canvas, and this parameter is controlling the like a texture, like a displacement on the whole canvas.
Wait, Melody, this is incredible. It actually looks like the little dots when you were like perfectly centered is making
Yeah,
like a little 3D figurine of you. So maybe if we increase the instances, we'll have like a pretty clear resolution 3D figurine image of you.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's actually a brilliant idea. Let me try. So if
Wait, guys,
I
I feel like when I'm doing a live with Melody, she shows me this template, which is already amazing. But then we talk it out where like we adjust the parameters and we just find out like 500 different ways to use the template. It's crazy.
first let me try to switch to the plan because the circle just distracts me a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Thank you
So
for sacrificing your look for us, Melody.
no
But um,
problem.
I feel like this very smooth motion, like if you use a different object, like maybe a star shaped, you could this could totally be a special effects visual look for like a pop star. You know, I see Ice Spice coming out here with like 10 stars of herself. I feel like it would go viral. The girlies love the stars. We love the stars. Cal is also saying, yes, this is a super interesting effect. Hello, Makeda.
Okay, so now you see like we currently have 100 pieces, right? And this 100 pieces, because I set the position, so this one is trying to like uh, form like a really is let me increase it
What?
so it's more
This is
clear.
incredible. They're so.
Yeah, so now it's trying to form like a grid, as I mentioned before. So you're just trying to set the position, like all the parameters, reset all the parameters to 0 and tweak the offset a little bit. So actually, this is like a grid, right? It's a really nice grid.
Fox
And
human.
yeah, it's like a forming like a square or like a rectangle there. And let me try to show you what is the difference between UV scale and the UV space. So for UV scale, it's actually trying to control the scale on each piece, on each like a piece there. So if I increase it, so on each piece, you see my face is scaled down, right? And if I increase it, it's scaled up, right? Wow, looks pretty nice actually. Okay, and for, let me try to turn it better. Okay, so for the UV space, what it does is if I increase it to 9, so you see my face, actually all the pieces still there. It's just like my face gets so focused in the center. And if I go to
Wow.
yeah. So the faces is trying to like distribute to the whole canvas. When I say whole canvas, it means the canvas that consisted of like the 100 pieces together. So it forms like a whole canvas there. So this UV space is trying to control the scale, like the distribution on the whole canvas, on the whole like 100 pieces. Yeah.
Number one, this is incredible. And I don't know if you guys have seen this kind of like glass mosaic, you know, like wall tiles, but like when you look into them, this is exactly how it looks like. So I can imagine this being its own effect, like cube human, like mosaic. So there's so much to do.
Yeah.
Oh, also, Melody, I know that this was focused on the face, but is there any way to just apply this look to a part, just like a part of a screen?
Part of the screen. You mean like a
Instead, right now it's connected to like a face tracker thingy. So if you like
yeah, yeah.
moves with it, but can it just be like the half
Oh,
of the screen?
yeah,
So it
yeah.
stays.
Sure, sure. I think so. That's what we can do. Let me switch back to the sphere look. I like that look. We can switch back to this one and add a little bit noise to that. Okay, and
I tell you, Material Editor is so cool. It allows you to do so many interesting things. We had this one template where you can get all these different looks from that just one template. Can you imagine?
okay.
Okay, my next effect is balsamic vinegar Celine, and it will be in the balsamic vinegar oil drops.
Okay, cool. Okay, so like back to your questions, Ling. So about like changing the texture. So for now, it's actually like a focus on the segmentation part, right? So our question is like, can we trying to do it like tracking other things, right? Other things on the screen, right? So for now, you see we like use the input texture as segmentation render texture 1, 2, 3 there. Okay, Cool. So what we need to do is trying to like change the texture there. So first, let me make a little bit experiment and find some test image there. Let me see if there are any
Wait,
cute.
Melody, I know that we have for the seasonal colors template like a bunch of instances with like the different shapes and colors. If we take a little bit of the graph here, which allows you to project your own image, can you technically do this with a 3D model as well, where like
Yeah.
be the seasonal colors like leaf shape, but it will have your face on it?
Yeah, exactly. So, for example, it's just what I did for the sphere. So actually, we are applying this material to the sphere shape, right? So that's why every the plane is turning to like a sphere or like a circle effect. But you can also trying to apply that to other different 3D shape. Maybe a head. Let me try a head. I'm not
Oh
sure.
my gosh, are we gonna have a hat that is a reflection?
Yeah, let me try with head. Oh, you can see actually it's head, but it's not too obvious. It's I just needed to change the scale, so you probably can find it. Sorry. And whoa, so actually it's mapping on the head model.
A head occluder?
Yeah, it's like a head shape. Have you noticed? Like for each one, it's like actually a head shape, like a head
Wait,
of
do you
shape.
think if we perfectly adjust the UV, we can have little head shapes of Melody in the little tiny heads?
You can do that. And the one thing let me see I can do is trying to maybe okay. So if we make them closer a little bit, and also let me see, it's trying to decrease. I'm look like an alien face in the head there. Okay, I think probably this is the best I can do now.
Yeah, but
So,
if you guys tweak with the settings, you guys might be able to get, more accurate close results, but it still looks pretty interesting.
yeah.
Proton was asking like, "Wait, can Melody explain how she did this?" Just joined, but the head shape thing looks very cool.
Yeah, so if you open the just quickly like recap everything. So when you open this template for the default setting, it's actually based on the plain image, and you can tweak with all the parameters to change the look and all the position distribution on there. Yeah, and with Celine's brilliant idea, so we don't even need to use the plan. We can apply the material on any 3D shape. So for example, if we have a sphere, we just need to change the material with the Face Mosaic material. So now the effect is applying based on the sphere, as what you can see here. Yeah, it's now based on the sphere there. So you see, okay.
Kel is saying Doctor Strange is jealous right now. We get to see all of the different possibilities into the multiverse. And Wanda is saying this is so interesting. Need more learning resources about instancing, and I definitely agree. And people are saying Melody is so awesome. Aw, thank you guys.
Thank you. Yeah.
Please.
I mean, I highly recommended you to check our seasonal theme template. That one is like provided 3 examples of how to use the material instance. Like we already prepared 3 materials for you, but you can see the logic behind it is pretty it's already like prepared for you. So you just need to go to the inspector and play with the parameters, trying to understand like the logic behind it. Yeah, but the thing is like for the position here, as I mentioned, like we have all the instance there, and the logic for the position where what I set it for here is just trying to like we form like a grid, and with adding like some noise to the position, it will create it like this changes to the position there, but everything is actually starting from a grid. So that's why like when Celine had a question saying like can we form every instance into like a whole shape, that's probably can't achieved by this material, because all the position is actually starting from a grid. So we can only add some like a randomness to the x and y or the z position, but it can't really like form a perfect like a shape you want it. Yeah. Mm, but probably like if you want it really like matching a perfect like a shape you want it, so you still you need to like write the position like using some like a distance fields or some things, but like I need to change the position part. So in this case we just like everything starts from a grid, so we can only add a randomness to the like x or the y axis, but can't really like a form like a the whole canvas cannot form the perfect shape you want. Yeah, it's just like a random position there. Yeah, but this can already did a lot of things there. For example, the like this crazy mirror effects, and also like some random like a snowflake or flower petal things there. Yeah.
I
But
know we're currently drawing from the face segmentation,
mhm.
but if we create another set of instances that is drawing from the screen image, would that be crazy? Because that camera feed will also include the small instances.
Oh my god.
Mind blown.
I I just have a feeling it probably crash like if I have
Oh no. I mean I was asking for a lot because it's small upon a small upon a small, so it's like
Let me see. If it crash, it's we find the limitation of effect house. Let me see. Final render output. So if we change over,
Proto is asking a question. A grid because if not, each instances will be rendered on top of each other?
probably that, but that maybe confused the. Wait, why it's saying? Okay, final render. Is that because it's too small that we can't really see the differences there? Let me see. Uh,
I think so.
huh. Or did I set it right? Oh, wait. Interesting. Why? Let me just make an experiment here. So if I change the texture, why the texture seems not really changing in there?
Oh, maybe if you want to test if it's just taking the feed screen, you can cover your camera with some other object to see if it's taking from the.
Oh, the reason is let me just drag it out from the head tracker because I attach it to a head tracker. Okay, so wait, why I cover this one and the whole sphere just disappear? Let me see. Okay. Wait, have you noticed actually some of them changing, but not all of them, right? Oh, you know what? Maybe because face
We're
must.
trying to figure things out in real time. Yes, baby. We're getting so many fun suggestions on how different ways to use this template, and people are saying, "Ooh, it would be really fun to do flower petals. That would also be a beautiful look." I know I mentioned a star, but I'm also thinking a heart shaped. Maybe color it a little pink. That would also be super cute as well. Another effect for the savvy girlies, that would be super fun. And now that Melody has taught people how to replace what you're referencing from, so you can easily switch it out from a head to an object to a plane, so you guys can definitely experiment with the different 3D models as well. I think that would also be super cool. So put like a 3D flower petal. And if you guys are interested in learning more about how to make the different instances of an object like slightly different in color, go back to the live that we did about seasonal colors. There, in the material graph, Melody created a version where you can like adjust the colors of each bubble slash flower slash whatever object you're using, so it looks much more cohesive and beautiful. I think there we use three colors, but you might be able to change some of the nodes around to make it even more different colors. And the this for this particular one, she says she's drawing from the segmentation texture, which means I guess we can choose a different color background. I would do more of a purplish background and then make my instances a little yellow so I can achieve the olive oil plus balsamic vinegar idea. I have not given up on this idea. But you guys have seen with Melody like how many different ways that you can use this template in a variety of ways. Maybe you can use the cube instances and make a cube human, or maybe you can do circles or spears all around.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Okay, I think I figured out the reason. It's because this one, I always added this one, so it's like just a rendering in front of it. That's why. Okay, so sorry, sorry about that. Sorry to interrupt, Celine. So I think like if you trying to change the texture, you still just need to go to change the like input texture, and then that should work. And let's see if we go to the final result or change to the final. For that, like have some. You see, actually, it's rendering in front of it. Like have like an infinite rendering there. You see, but it's a little bit glitch in there. Probably it's just not like updating, right? But we can do it. Yeah.
Okay. And now we tested that it does not crash Effect House.
Yeah, exactly. So let me put
Wait,
it.
oh my gosh, I had just had another idea. I know the current version of instances looks like a bubble, but if you were to do like horizontal streaks and refer from the camera line, it could look like whichever direction you're looking at, but it is drawing out like your face, and that would be super cool as well.
Oh man.
Projo is saying this is just a question about instancing. If you start with an empty material and put instant count 30, nothing happens. So is that why we need to form a grid or random noise to see the other instances?
Yeah, exactly. So imagine like if you don't set the position, even you have the copy or the instance, it will stay at the same position. So like like imagine you have a cube or image, but they like a stash at the same position. So that's why you can't see the
Mhm.
things behind. So that's why we like set the position to make them like place on a different position, and you can see them
Oh,
together.
so they're all in the 0 to 0
Yeah,
position. So
yeah,
even
yeah,
if
yeah,
moving, you can't see, so you
exactly.
have to give them variety.
And one tip to do the position is so when you set changing like the increase the instance count, like the instance number here, right, for the position. So sometimes we were trying to do like a instance like a ID. So each instance have its own ID. Like if you have like a 100, the index, the ID will starting from like a 1 or 0 to like a 0 to 99 or 1 to 100. Yeah. So you can try to use the instance and mapping the position there.
Okay, sounds great.
Mhm. Yeah.
Thank you, Melody, for all of the different demos. You have showed us so much today. And I have no doubt that if you guys especially combine this with the seasonal colors template where you get to change the color of individual bubbles or like have different ways to organize, that you guys will create incredible effects. If you create something with this, please let us know. I would love to see. For me, I have so many ideas, but like I told you in the beginning, I'm definitely going to work on something that's like sci-fi feeling, futuristic, 10 minutes into the future versus 100 minutes into the future, maybe using this template. So let us know. Definitely, we would love to see what you make with. Melody, do you have any final words?
Not really. Have fun, everyone. And if you looking for more like a material instance, just let us know. Yeah, hope you enjoy
Okay.
it. Yeah, thanks,
I
everyone.
tell everyone the final result of the poll. Would you rather have the ability to see 10 minutes into the future or 150 years into the future? 57% of you said 10 minutes, 150, 43% of you guys said 150 years. So see you all in 150 years, guys.
Bye. See you. Bye.
Bye,
See you.
guys.
Bye. Have a good day.